2024 presidential election could lead to a massive increase in the number of people applying to law school. Today, I'm going to walk you through what the impact could be for this law school admissions cycle. For those who don't know me, my name is Steve Schwartz. I've been teaching the LSAT since 2005, and I personally increased my LSAT score from a 152 to a 175. Now, over the course of my career, I've seen a number of cases where current events led to a significant increase in the number of people applying to law school. Back in 2008, during the financial crisis, a lot of people looked to go to law school for 3 years to wait out the bad economy, to wait out the recession, to avoid having to deal with the job market, hoping things would get better when the economy cooled off and things improved. And we did see, in fact, that 2011, 2012, we saw a significant drop in the number of people applying to law school. But then in 2016, presidential election year, Trump versus Hillary, we saw an 8% increase in the number of people applying to law school, the so-called Trump bump. The idea being that in a presidential election year where Trump is one of the candidates, the politically liberal law school applicant pool increases in size because a lot of young people want to go to law school, get involved in politics, make a difference in the system. We saw again in 2020 a 13% increase in the number of people applying to law school, this time Trump versus Biden round one. That was also, of course, the pandemic year, the beginning of the pandemic. So the bad economy resulting from the pandemic may have contributed to the increase in the number of people applying to law school as well. And now in 2024, Trump once again on the ballot facing off against Kamala Harris, where we will likely see again a significant increase in the number of people applying to law school. Of course, the economy will have an impact as well. So if the economy is not great, if there's significant inflation, if unemployment is bad, all of that may contribute as well to an increase in the number of people applying to law school. Of course, the political climate is quite contentious these days. In recent years, we had Roe v. Wade overturned. We had race-based affirmative action overturned as well, all of which could once again contribute to a politically engaged law school applicant pool. By the way, if you are applying to law school for any political reasons, be very careful about how you go about talking about that, if at all, in your law school application essays. Law school admission officers don't want to read 1,000 essays about Trump or 1,000 essays about Roe v. Wade or affirmative action. They've heard it all before. Make your law school application essays about you first and foremost. Don't make them about current events or your political recommendations. You will likely learn a lot in law school, of course, and they don't want to see some speculative essay just containing nothing more than your political opinions. They want to hear about you, your experience, your unique perspective on your law school journey, your career, but not about just your opinions on current events. And keep in mind that the admission officer's opinion may differ from yours. Not that they would necessarily penalize you from having an opinion different from yours, but you may want to consider how you go about expressing your opinion, if at all. Your personal statement, your application essays should be, of course, personal in nature, perhaps about your background, but not so much about just your political opinions. Now, in terms of other factors that could impact the number of people applying to law school this fall, the removal of the logic games section may have an impact as well. Logic games, widely considered to be the scariest or most intimidating section of the LSAT, their removal may lead folks to think the LSAT will be easier than otherwise, may lead more people to take the LSAT and apply to law school. Additionally, the fact that LSAC has become a lot more liberal in recent years about granting accommodations for things like extra time may lead more people to apply to law school as well because they'll perceive the LSAT to be easier as a result. Anyway, folks, we'll see what happens in the coming months. I'll be keeping an eye on this, and if you'd like my support on your journey to achieving a top LSAT score, you can check out the links below to find out more and to book a call with me and my team. We'd be glad to help. And in the meantime, I wish you all the best and take care.